I ask for less than I'm worth. Welcome to day 29 in our 30-day Unlock Money Magic adventure specifically made for women. Today's video is for you if you are not negotiating the salary that you deserve, or if your rates in your own business don't reflect your value. Now, there are many reasons why women don't charge what they're worth, and in some cases it's because a woman is just not aware what value she brings, and that's why she's not asking. But this video is for you if you absolutely know your value and you're still not asking for what you deserve. When we're looking at Dr. Claire Zammit's work, a lot of that goes back to our nervous system capacity. Can we hold asking for the amount that we're really worth? And the pattern that's often underneath is that fear of being too much. You might relate to it as, I don't want to look greedy, or I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, so I don't ask. And then secretly you're resentful that you're not earning based on the value you provide. So today's tapping is for you if that is your situation where you know your worth and you're just not asking. So whenever you're ready, close your eyes and feel into that feeling of you know you're worth more, but you're not asking for the raise, or you're not charging the fees that you know you deserve and that you bring to the table. Where in your body do you feel that? In a scale from 0 to 10, how intense does it feel? Is it frustration? Is it anger? What is it? Is it fear of not asking for what you're worth? Identify the feeling and rate it from a scale from 0 to 10. When you're ready, we're going to start tapping, and we're always starting with a negative or the truth of how we feel, so we can calm down our nervous system, tap out the negative, and then we turn it around. So karate chop, side of the hand. Even though I know I'm worth more, and I just don't dare to ask. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I am so afraid that I might look like I'm greedy, and I don't want to look like too much, I choose to accept the way I feel and consider that I could turn this around. Even though women tend to not ask for what they're worth because of cultural programming and the capacity of my nervous system, I choose to love myself anyway and consider that I could step outside of this pattern. Take a deep breath in and out, and stop tapping on the karate chop. Feel back into that feeling. I ask for less than I am worth. And then let's tap through the points. Top of the head. I ask for less than I'm worth. Eyebrow. I don't want to look greedy. Side of the eye. They'll judge me if I ask for it. Under your eye. They'll think I'm too much. Under your nose. And I don't think I can take that. Chin crease. I ask for less than I am worth. Collarbone. And then I'm resentful. Under your arm. I am doing extraordinary work. Top of the head. And I can feel the value I'm bringing. Now tap through the points at your own pace. But I can't raise my rates. I can't ask for a raise. I have rehearsed that number in my mind so many times. But when the moment comes, I just can't say it out loud. I don't want to seem like I'm too much, like I'm full of myself. I know they'll judge me. I'm afraid they'll talk about me. Who does she think she is? But I know I'm bringing all those values. And for some reason, men ask. It's so much easier for them. But culturally, it's so much harder for women. We're supposed to stay quiet and be happy with what we got. There's a reason why women don't earn as much as men for the same job. It's a pattern. It's in our culture. And I want to break out of this. But I feel frozen when I'm going to say a bigger number. I'm afraid of their reaction. Actually, I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of their judgment. I'm afraid what's going to happen afterwards. I'm just too much. I'm too much for this world. People don't get my value. Or maybe they don't want to pay that much. And I can feel it in my body. This frustration and resentment. I know I'm worth more. And I'm frustrated with myself that I'm not asking. I'm frustrated that I'm afraid. All these feelings in my body. It's okay to feel all of these feelings. They've been there for a long time. It's scary to stand out. It's scary to demand more. It's scary to be different than others, especially as a woman. I'm afraid to be judged harshly by both men and women, because sadly, that is what the reality is. But I'm also no longer willing to sell myself undervalue. And as I'm tapping, I'm calming down my nervous system, and I'm beginning to consider that it might be safe to ask for what I'm worth. Because I am congruent in my value. I'm not asking for a pie in the sky number. I feel congruent with what I want to ask. I can feel how my body is relaxing already. What if I can expand my nervous system so that I have the capacity to ask? The capacity to watch their reaction. To be okay if I get a funny look. To be okay if they don't react the way I'd like them to. And who knows, they may actually say yes. I wonder how much of this fear is in my mind versus it being real. Who actually says that others don't see my value, my real value? And what if I'm afraid to ask, even though they would be happy to pay? What if it's just a belief that they would think I'm greedy or too much or full of myself? Maybe that's just something I was thinking about myself. I allow others to have their opinion and allow myself to have my own. I know my worth and value, and I'm ready and willing to stand for it. I'm not too much. Maybe just have not created the circumstances where I can be all of me. And I'm ready to create the situations and opportunities where I can be all of me. My whole awesome, big, magnificent self. With my big, amazing energy. And all of my brilliance. I'm ready to create the circumstances and the container for me to deliver my value exactly the way it is needed and the way I desire to give it. I'm ready to give all of my value. Shine brightly. Contribute generously. Show all of my brilliance, wisdom, and knowledge. Brilliantly and imperfectly. And as I'm doing this, I am excited to ask for what I'm worth. And as I am tapping through this and expanding the possibilities, others just might say yes. Hey, stop tapping, take a deep breath in and out. And tune back into the original statement, I asked for less than I'm worth, or whatever your flavor was of that. How has it shifted? And where is it now on a scale from 0 to 10? And you're ready, you can open your eyes. And notice, can you sense that you expand the possibility of actually asking for what you're worth? Just notice. And repeat this tapping as much as you need to until you feel solid. And you know what? I absolutely know I deserve this and I'm asking for it. All right. With that, get out your tracker. You know, the link is in the description below if you haven't downloaded it yet. Fill out your unexpected income, magic, miracles, and blessings. Make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on. Do this with a friend. And with that, I see you tomorrow. Thank you for tapping with me.